Congressional Cup 2012, presented by the Long Beach Yacht Club and supported by these fine sponsors.
Welcome back to the final day of the Congressional Cup here in Long Beach, California. Hi, I'm Tucker Thompson from T2P TV, and after 4 days of qualifying, we are down to the final four in the semifinal round. First up, we have Ian Williams racing Taylor Canfield.
Well, Taylor's come a long way since last year. He wasn't that great here last year, but he's put a really good run together, particularly in the second round robin at this regatta. So I think it's going to be pretty tough racing him. The new guys always look to the people like us to try and work out how to beat us, and so you've got to really watch. They'll be picking our game apart and looking for our weaknesses, and we need to be very wary of that. So looking forward to some great racing.
Yeah, Ian, as the current world champion of the World Match Racing Tour, he definitely has quite a resume, and we're just going to go out there and do everything we've done in the past, and we've come together as a team so far, and just keep the boat going fast, and just any other race.
And Gavin Brady facing Simone Federese.
We haven't raced Simone before. It's sort of a new guy for us, and I guess the same thing for him. We're a new guy for him to race. So a lot of familiar guys that race each other a lot in this fleet, in the World Tour. We're sort of the outsiders, but I think that after 18 races, everyone's got a bit of a feel for their sort of technique, and he's most aggressive skipper here. So we're expecting sharp luffs and a lot of action, a lot of work with the umpires, and I think it'll be a pretty aggressive morning.
We are really happy to be against Gavin. I mean, he's a big champion, so I hope we will learn something. We'll have something to say to him, maybe. So just give a look to that.
There's lots of action here at the Long Beach Yacht Club. Guns are firing, the teams are leaving the dock behind me, the spectators are on their way to go out to the water. The semifinals will be a best of three before we decide the two skippers that will move on into the finals. An excited crowd has built on the Belmont Pier as we join the action on the water. We begin with Italy's Simone Federese, a man who finished 6th in the Congressional Cup last year, has now made it to the semifinals against Gavin Brady, who has won the Congressional Cup 4 times. We're in match number 2, and the score is already Brady 1, Federese 0. With about 1:30 seconds to go, Brady moves off the Belmont Pier to set a trap and try and block Federese from the line. At the gun, it's an even start. Federese's bow hits the line just first, but Brady has more speed. And match 2 in the semifinals has 2 teams that make their living match racing. It's Taylor Canfield from the U.S. Virgin Islands in his 2nd Con Cup. He runs the Chicago Match Race Center's match racing against Ian Williams from Great Britain, the reigning Congressional Cup champion. The score is already Ian Williams 1 over Canfield as the 2 teams head deep into the spectator fleet. Into the starting line, Williams forces Canfield onto port. There's the gun. They'll have to tack here at the committee boat. Williams is off at the pin. Meanwhile, our first match, having rounded the top mark, Gavin Brady has a narrow lead over Federese, who's putting the heat on from behind. He is in a must-win situation. After the jibe, it's Brady's turn to return the favor. He'll roll Federese, but can he break the overlap before the zone? Yes, he can. Into the leeward mark. It is Brady back in front. At the top mark, though, the game is a lot closer. A little question on overlap from Brady and Federese. It is still Gavin in front. Green flag on the penalty as we sprint to the finish. Bow to bow, the teams are going to go head to win with the spinnakers up and spin around as Federese meets Brady on starboard. The kites are inverted in the rigs. The boats come back together. The onslaught and the mayhem continues downwind. Heading into the pin end of the finish, Federace pulls forward, wins the race to stay alive in the semifinal. So Brady and Federace will have one final match while Ian Williams wraps up Canfield 2-0. And now we move into the deciding match of the semifinals in what could be a bloodbath. Simone Federace, arguably the most aggressive competitor in this regatta this week, and an angry Gavin Brady make for a volatile mix. Just off the pier, Brady moves to set his pre-start trap. Off to the right, Federace goes for a dig, less than a minute to go. 5 seconds to the start, it's a split. Federace will have to go to the right. Brady takes the pin, and we're off. Full split to both sides. Federace gets the first cross. Gavin goes into a duck. We're near the top mark. Right into a luff, and penalty flags are flying. Blue flag, Simone Federace gets a penalty. It is all on now. Federace rounds ahead, a length and a half over Brady, but he has a penalty to spin. Federace has managed to hold off Brady downwind, but only just as they head around the leeward mark. Federace leads at the final mark, but he'll have to get rid of that penalty before the finish. At the finish, the kite is down. This is where Federace will have to try and spin his penalty turn, but the spinnaker's in the water, slowing the boat down. He's got an overlap. Oh, Gavin Brady goes to the inside. Contact on the backstay. He'll jive. There's a penalty. Federace tries to spin his. More contact. They could hit the committee boat. Brady slips to the inside. Flags are everywhere. No word from the committee boat. No skipper knows who has won this match. The penalties were offsetting. Both boats crossed the line. Nobody knows who won the match. There's the word, and Gavin Brady just pulled it off over Federace. A very gentlemanly congratulations from the Italians. Brady will move into the finals to face Williams. Fresh off of that heart-pounding win, Gavin Brady and crew will now move into the finals. This is the first race against Ian Williams, the reigning Congressional Cup champion. He's been in this position before, but so has Brady. Brady's signature move off of the pier. He'll lead Williams towards the line. Williams splits, heads for the line. Brady has to luff up and tack to make the pin. The first cross will happen right on the starting line with Williams' starboard tack advantage. Brady has reached the starboard ley line. Williams is on port, but in a left-hand shift. The next time these two teams meet is here. Williams takes the lead. So first blood goes to Ian Williams at mark number 1. At the leeward mark, it is still Williams' race. At the final top mark rounding, the race still belongs to Williams. And into the finish is Ian Williams. He takes the first match over Gavin Brady. Into the next start, Williams faces Brady, but this time in the disadvantaged port approach. Brady on starboard has an early control in the dial-up. Williams is out of Gavin's grasp already. Now both boats head to the right-hand side. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. Now both boats off of the pier, set up the final approach to the line. Approaching the line, Brady is slow. He's on port, heading towards the boat. Williams accelerates towards the pin. And they're off. The first cross, Williams is bow forward. Brady just had a piece of him as a starboard tack boat. Another penalty flag, and the umpires green. Gavin has a better go at Williams in the next transaction. Oh, contact. It looked like that was a very close tack, and an error by Gavin Brady will let the umpires make the call. Oh, green flag, so no contact. Brady's okay. And Williams goes back at him again, but Brady has taken an early advantage. It's a reversal from the last match. Mark 1 belongs to Brady. Now into the bottom. Mark and Williams have definitely taken a chunk out of Brady's lead. At the top of the track, a potential error. Brady has let Williams get to the right. Luckily for Brady, the move paid off, and he'll need that luck to square up the score and stay alive. And he's done it, so we'll now move into a third and deciding match to determine the Congressional Cup. It is now the moment of truth. As we head into the final match, the winner of this race will be the Congressional Cup champion. Ian Williams on starboard and Gavin Brady on port. Third time, and the crowd goes wild. That was close. Just off the committee boat, Williams on starboard. And he did push it too close. Ian Williams gets the penalty. Williams gets a penalty, but he wins the start by half a length, and we're off in the final race of the Congressional Cup. It's an immediate tack to port for both boats, and now Brady goes back. Williams extends. It's a big right-hand shift and a big gain for Williams at the next cross. At Mark 1, the match belongs to Williams. Mark 2, and it's more of the same. Ian Williams in charge by about 3.5 boat lengths. Ian Williams goes in to shed his penalty. It is done, and that has brought Gavin Brady back into the race. Williams could seal the deal right here, and if Brady wants to win, he'll have to do it on this final run. This could be the most important moment in the Congressional Cup as Williams is jibed and Brady luffs. Both boats are going to go ahead to win. Brady's trying to respond from the windward side. We're just moments from the finish, and it's bow to bow. One thing is for sure, whoever wins this race will have earned it. The final jibe, and it's a sprint to the finish. Brady jibes first onto starboard. He heads for the line. It's Williams to leeward, heading for the committee boat end. This is going to be a close finish. It's going to come down right to the wire. Brady's on top of Williams' breeze, but Ian Williams has done it again. The two-time Congressional Cup champion in a row. Congratulations, Bill Hardesty, Jerry Mitchell, Mal Parker, Mark Callahan, Nick Blackman, and Ian Williams. And the crowd goes wild on the Belmont Pier. A spray of celebration greets the fleet as the parade of boats leads the victors back to the Long Beach Yacht Club. Ian Williams and crew back here at the dock. Congratulations, guys. Ian, how does it feel to have won this thing 2 times in a row?
Oh, it feels fantastic. You know, a lot of people have tried to win the Con Cup and you know, haven't even been able to win it once. So to win it twice in a row is absolutely fantastic. I can't say enough about these guys. What a great job they did. I think we were saying that we hadn't seen anybody this week pull away enough distance to get a penalty in, and these guys just sailed the boat perfectly around the course. We got enough distance and got that penalty in. So great job by them, really.
Guys, congratulations to you. Ian, congratulations to you. You are now the two-time in a row winner of the Congressional Cup. We enjoyed watching you, and we hope you enjoyed watching it right here at T2P TV. I'm Tucker Thompson. That concludes this year's 48th Annual Congressional Cup.
Congressional Cup 2012. Presented by the Long Beach Yacht Club. And supported by these fine sponsors.